Good evening. Right, I'm finishing off my gingerbread man, Roxy's Journal Creations, last page, freestyle. As you can probably see, I have been stitching him down with blanket stitch. I've left a gap here because I talked about stuffing, making him a little bit more 3D. So I've just sort of paused that for a second because I'm feeling like these trees aren't standing out very much, and I don't know, I'm trying to find a solution, and I was wondering about couching. I've got a big bundle of stuff here. I'm just sort of thinking about, you put that pin there, just couching down a bright colour. I don't know. See, that's not quite right. Oh, I don't know what to do. Or I could just say that's done, because once he's stitched on, it will be done. Yeah, see, I don't really like any of them. I thought this grey would be the answer, but I think it's a bit too hairy. It has got silver bits in it. I don't know. I hope the lighting's alright. Sorry, it is evening here, so I'm skiving off of yoga and Pilates. I should be there now, but I just thought, no, I'm too flipping freezing cold, and we are due to have a lot of snow soon, so I'm not going to do it. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I don't know. I just don't know. See, the other alternative is I've got some of these funky, which I did on the snow globe. Sorry, I sat there, that's why I'm sort of going, you can't see it at all. That could be the other alternative. Just sort of brightens it up a bit, do you know what I mean? Just brings it out from the background. I don't know. I might play with that. I'll think about it. Anyway, a few more stitches and then he's done. The other thing I was contemplating was putting some batting underneath and doing seed stitch or something like that, just to give that background a little bit more interest. It's a bit blah. I'll think about going around them. I don't know. Can't decide. So indecisive tonight. Right, I need to get this stuffing in. I've got a tiny bit of polyester wadding here. I'm not quite sure how much I'm actually going to get in there, so let's start stuffing, shall we? Anyway, I hope you're all well. I hope you're not all frozen to your armchairs. If you're in Australia, you're probably laughing at us right now because you're in your summer. But yes, it has turned bitterly cold. It is coming straight from the North Pole. And yeah, parts of the UK have been really hit. So we're quite lucky. I've got an aunt that lives in Kent, and she always says, you know, they just get so used to being snowed in, they don't even think about it anymore now. So just want to get a little bit of a hint of 3D-ness going on. I stitched his bow on, by the way, because I nearly forgot that. But there's another thing that needed to go on before stitching him down. Although I could have added it afterwards, it wouldn't have made much difference. But come on, in you go. Oh, and I stitched his icing on, as you can see. It was sticky, but it wasn't sticky enough, so I just did some really simple little stitches, basically. Nothing amazingly wonderful. Just want to be careful. It's starting to lift the page, so it might be a bit too much. Let me move that bit. Oh, it's so fiddly, so small. Right, what is going on? Oi, oi, oi. Right, stay still, scissors. Thank you. I think I'll just concentrate on stuffing his torso. as opposed to the legs and everything. Right, I think that'll do. So we've got a bit of a chubbiness going on there, bless him. Yeah, anyway, like I said, I hope you're all doing well. It's I don't know what the time is actually. It's probably about 5 o'clock by now. I logged off from work and I thought, do I want to go out in the cold? No, I really don't. That's very lazy of me, but I have booked in for next week and I promise I'll go next week. And that'll be it then till after Christmas because it shuts down, so... Yeah, we've cancelled our team meeting in Exeter tomorrow because I've said to you in previous videos, I live at the top of a very big hill, and if it snows, it's just, oh, even ice, it's not so much the snow, it's the ice. So, yeah, not going to put myself at risk just for a team meeting, I'm afraid, or a lunch. So, I wasn't that worried about it. It was quite an expensive lunch anyway because it is at the golf course, so yeah, not that worried. Right, there we are. He is affixed. I think I've come up with a plan of what I'm going to do with all these. I think I am going to turn it into technically a soft covered book, but I'm going to make the pages quite a bit bigger and actually stitch these down flat onto the background, as it were, and have page all around. And I'm thinking black. I was thinking felt, but that might not be strong enough, so I don't know. I've got like a black denim in my bits and bobs, so I might do, and again sort of maybe put Pelmet Violin in between so that the pages are quite stiff. I don't know yet. I'm saying all this, I'm waffling on, and I could do totally different. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Although I do think I want some background stuff going on. Let me see. Oh, it's only 7 minutes. Let me grab some wadding. Oh, let me pause you and I'll be back in a sec. Right, found a piece of wadding. I keep all my scraps, I'm terrible. I didn't get any scissors, that was clever. That's better, that'll do. They're not fabric scissors, but they're not too bad, these. Right, so I definitely don't want it showing under the lace. So if I cut it kind of square there. I just feel that it needs a little bit of something. Really bad scissors to have chosen. Right, so if I now move that over there, that completely misses the lace, yep. But it hits there, which is where I want it to hit. Okay, right. Talk about make work for yourself. Oh, crazy woman. Right, let's just pin that a bit there and there. Yeah, I'm really not happy with those trees. I want to do something, but I just can't think what to do. If anybody's got any bright ideas, can you speak now? Right, I've got some white. Yeah, I think we'll do just some white seed stitching. I think is a way to go. I'm just looking in my I don't know. So indecisive this evening. Anyway, not to worry. I'm very excited for the next lot that we've got to do. Should be good fun. You're not even going to see these. Maybe we'll just do a few then. You can't even see them. Can you see them? I know I can't, and I'm sat right here. Right, okay, we'll just do some... Make it look a little bit podgy and quilted. Can't really do any other colour snowflakes. Or snowy bits, I should say. And as usual, I have a rat's nest going on. I felt quite sorry for my daughter today because it's been about -4 all day and she's the dog walker. She rang earlier. I said, how frozen are you? She went, oh, don't. Oh dear. And she's got a little Dachshund, and she's bought this sort of like home camera so she can just keep an eye on the dogs. And she said, I've just spied on them. And she said, and Trixie, is the Dachshund, is sat there. Instead of getting into her snuggle blanket, which I made her, she's just sat on the leather sofa shivering. I said, oh, for goodness sake. She went, yeah, I know. She said, I'm going home in a second, so I'll make her get in her snuggle sack. I said, well, I wouldn't have thought that she needed much blinking and forcing in this weather, but dogs, honestly, crazy animals. Yeah, you can't see the blooming things at all, can you? Oh well. The thought was there. Maybe, I wonder if I do it in sparkly. I've got some sparkly threaded up. Let's try that. Oh, it's going to be one of those sessions, is it? All the pins are in the way. Right, you go away. Okay, let's start here. Maybe if I do some little fly stitches, maybe they'll show up a bit better. Or some big fly stitches even. Oh yeah, they show up. Cool. I'll give you a close-up because I don't expect you can see a blessed thing. It's just to take the plainness off the top there. Kind of regretting the fabric I chose for the background, I'll be honest with you, because it is a bit blah. But I'd gone quite dark on... maybe not. Where was the one that I did where it was... oh yeah, the fox. Again, I'm looking in here and you can't see a thing. Yeah, the fox was quite dark, wasn't it? But I don't know. Yeah, and the mushrooms was dark. Oh, I don't know. It'll be fine. I'm not changing it now, that's for sure. Right, where was I? It's been a funny old day. It's one minute it was quiet at work and then it went absolutely bonkers and then it went quiet again, and yeah, funny times. And of course all the schools are really looking forward to breaking up on Friday. Of course, mind you, most of the people that I've spoken to today were absolutely full of cold, because that's the trouble when you work with kids, you know, you just end up with all their bugs, which is not funny. I know as a kid, I never had head lice. Worked in a school for a month, got head lice. Great. Yeah. Just putting some little tacking stitches in here just to hold that wadding on the back there. Yes, I know there's enormous stitches on the back. I don't care. As long as I don't pull tight, it should be fine. But it needs a few stitches just to stop it wobbling on me. Yeah, let me know if you've got any bright ideas of whether I ought to go around those trees or not. I don't know. I mean, I could do that. I can't remember what it's called now. That chain stitch. Not that chain stitch, the other one. But then, I don't know, would it get lost? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, any good stitches, any thoughts of, or is it alright as it is? And now I've got my needle stuck. Yeah. Give me your wisdom, because you're all very good. You come up with some cracking ideas. Thank you. Super puffy now, aren't you, Mr. Gingerbread Man? Right, if we can just get one more. Right, that'll do. That is good enough. Really glad I found that kit. I say it's been kicking around my craft room forever. I think it was in the Christmas box for about 2 years. I got it out with all intentions of making a journal, but I didn't. So, right. Okay, there we are. I'm going to call that done unless you come up with a really good idea of A, what colour, and B, if there's a stitch that I could do that you can think of. I just kind of feel they need to pop out a bit more and I don't know what to do. Anyway, that's better because it's got much more weight to it now. It was too floppy, that fabric, so it feels good. Let me give you a close-up and I'll stop rambling on in your ears. So there we are. I don't know if you can just catch those little fly stitches there. Yeah. So there he is, all stitched down with his big podgy belly. He's a little bit of a chunky monkey now, bless him. So yeah, I'm still looking at it now. I'm like, it needs something, but because I have done the white running stitch there, I should have done it in black or something, because that really would have made them. I've got it. Hang on, stay there. Just when you thought it was safe to go. Is black going to be? I'm just thinking if I whip round. I'm not sure that black's the right colour though. Oh, I never did use that on the gingerbread man. Let's try it with that. See, you thought you could go then, didn't you? Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Well, I'll sort out this mess as well. We'll try one. If it looks alright, I'll pause you, do the others, and then you can see the final result. Does that sound like a plan? I think it does. Oh, just popped into my head. Whip stitch. I don't know if this needle eye is big enough for this thread because it's rather thick. Just. Okay. Let's have a look. Got to try and see them, of course. White on white with no natural daylight is not always. Hang on. We're going to need pliers. Because that is a super thick thread. Of course now it's pulling through a lot of stuff, but we only need to do it once. Can't see the stitches. They're almost invisible. Where are you? Oh, there's one. That's the next one. Yeah, I'm struggling to see them, sorry. If I look like I'm stabbing in the dark, I am. Oh, really? Come on. Stop stabbing me. It's a very sharp little needle, sorry. Stop. Where's the next one? Under there. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Tell you what, we'll just go under there. You're going to be awkward. Of course, I pegged that right down, didn't I? Right, okay, we just have to go under the blue. And under that one. I actually cannot see these. Right, there's one. And I think that's why the trees weren't standing out, or they didn't look finished. I don't know, I can't explain it really, but they definitely needed something, and I think this is working. So we'll have a look, and then I'll pause you, finish it off, and bring you back to the actual finished final. Finished gingerbread man. I want to get my thimble on. Yeah, I think that's the answer, isn't it? I hope you agree. It just lifts them from the background. They just didn't look finished to me because you couldn't see these white stitches, which I am currently using. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's the answer, personally. Hopefully you agree. Right, I shall carry on because that's really boring for you to watch. I'll do these two and then I'll show you the final finished. Let me give you a close up. See, much better. They stand out better. Back in a sec. Well, for you, but back in a minute. Right, it's done. Ta-da! I think it sticks out so much better. They stand out better, sorry. Because you couldn't see the white stitches. So if I'd have done those in green or something, it would have been better. But that whipping has worked really well. And I quite like the variegation. So there we are. It is all done. So I will keep you updated with my decision on what I'm going to do with all my bits and bobs. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good Christmas, everyone, if I don't speak to you before that. I probably will. I'm a bit early, but just in case. All right, bye.